Now we will discuss force exerted on stationary covered plates. Okay, this is the third third case, we can say, after flat normal plate and flat inclined plate. So force exerted on by the jet on stationary covered plate or covered vane. In this we have three cases. Okay, so case number one is jet striking a stationary symmetrical covered plate at the center. Okay, we are discussing stationary plates, stationary vanes, and here it is symmetrical covered vane, and jet is striking at the center. So here in the figure you can see this is a curved plate or a curved vane or curved blade, we can say blade. Okay, and it is symmetrical. Symmetrical means what? Here you can see these are the tangents. This is the tangent at this tip and another tangent at the another tip. Vane has two tips, right? These are tangent to the curved plate at outlet tip, right? And both of these tangents meet at one point. So this is a single point here, you can see here. This is one particular point, right? And both tangents make an angle theta with the axis of the jet, right, or with the x-axis. The jet axis can be considered as x-axis because the jet is horizontal in position. So it means both tangents are making same angles. Those are theta angles. These are tangents at the outlet tips of a curved vane. When this is the case, when these both angles are same made by the two tangents at the two tips of the curved vane, we say it is a symmetrical vane. Symmetrical in construction about x-axis. Okay. Now as usual, this is a pipe with a nozzle that produces a high kinetic energy liquid jet with a velocity capital V, and the jet is made to strike on the center of this curved symmetrical plate, which is stationary. Okay, it is a stationary case. After impacting on the vane, the liquid will get bifurcated in the two directions like this. It will get divided into two streams of the fluids. One will flow in this direction, the other will flow in this direction. So the liquid will get divided, it will get bifurcated, and it will eject out from the vane from its two edges or the two tips. The ejection of the liquid is tangential. Okay, so it is tangential to the tips of the vanes. So figure shows a liquid jet striking a curved vane which is assumed to be smooth, and the impact is at the center. Okay, the jet after striking the plate comes out with the same velocity. Same velocity means same initial velocity, because the plate is assumed to be smooth, in the tangential direction of the curved plate. Okay. Now when it is ejecting out in a tangential direction of curved plate, it means it has angle theta. So this is velocity of jet at the outlet, that is capital V, and it is making angle theta with horizontal axis, that is x-axis, because the tangent has some inclination and the liquid is ejecting out tangentially. So the velocity at the outlet of the plate can be resolved into following two components as shown in the figure. First component of velocity in the direction of jet means x direction. So that is equal to minus capital V cos of theta. Here you can see the velocity v has been resolved along x direction. So this is v cos of theta and minus sign. Negative sign indicates that velocity at outlet in a x direction is in a direction opposite to that of the fluid jet. What does it mean? It means minus v cos theta or v cos theta is in opposite direction. It is towards left hand side as compared to the original direction of the jet, which is in the positive x direction. So this is the original direction of the jet in a positive x direction, and this component of outgoing velocity of a jet has a direction in a negative x direction. So that's why minus v cos theta. The second component of velocity is perpendicular to the jet, and that is nothing but v sin theta. Okay. Here you can see in the figure, this is another component of velocity v sin theta, and it is in a direction normal to the original direction of the jet, that is x axis. So normal means y direction. It is velocity component is v sin theta. So therefore, applying impulse momentum equation in the x direction, in the direction of the jet. So what we can write, force exerted by the jet in the direction of the jet. Okay, it is x direction. So that is Fx. The formula is Fx is equal to mass per unit time, that is mass flow rate, into V1x minus V2x. Okay. Mass flow rate of a jet is given as rho into A into V, rho A V, into bracket V1x minus V2x. Here V1x means initial velocity in the direction of the jet, that is capital V. V2x means final velocity in the direction of the jet. So it is minus v cos theta. Okay. Thus Fx is equal to rho a v into, substituting this, so v minus minus of v cos theta, that becomes rho a v into bracket v plus v cos theta. So finally we get a equation Fx is equal to rho a v square 1 plus cos theta. Okay. So v is taken constant outside the bracket, so it is rho a v square 1 plus cos theta. So what you can note here, obviously what you see here is, on account of the symmetry of the vane about x axis, the net force acting on the vane in the direction normal to the direction of flow of jet, that is y direction, will be equal to 0. Okay. The component of force or the net force in a direction normal to the direction of the flow of jet, it means y direction, we are talking about y direction, that is Fy, will be equal to 0. Okay, you can derive that on your own, try to derive it. So we have limiting cases. So case number 1, when theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay, case number 1, when theta is equal to 90 degree, the vane becomes a flat vane. The given curved vane, which is a symmetrical curved vane about x axis, it becomes a flat vane if theta is 90 degree. And the force equation becomes, you can put here Fx equal to rho a v square into bracket 1 plus cos of 90, so that is equal to Fx as rho a v square. Okay. So thus it is same as that for a flat plate held normal to the z direction. The formula is same as of a perpendicular flat plate, stationary flat plate. Now since rho a v square into 1 plus cos theta is more than rho a v square, it means the force exerted on a curved vane is always greater than that on a flat vane. Okay, this is very important. Right, left hand side is more than right hand side. So force exerted on a curved vane is always greater than that on a flat vane. Case number 2, when theta is equal to 0 degree, what happens? The vane becomes semicircular. Okay, the symmetrical curved vane becomes semicircular, because remember theta is nothing but the angle made by the tangents at the outlet tips of a circular, semicircular curved vane, of a curved vane. So if theta equal to 0 degree, it means the tangents become parallel to the axis of the jet. It means the vane becomes semicircular. So therefore force equation is modified as Fx equal to rho a v square into 1 plus cos of 0, that is equal to 2 times rho a v square. Right. So the above equation shows that force exerted on the semicircular vane will be twice than that exerted on the flat plate. Okay, thus it is proved. So remember these two cases, case number 1 and case number 2, as the corollaries for this very basic case of a force exerted by jet on a stationary curved vane at the center of the vane. Okay, thank you.